Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. We're here today with Donna Jarvis-Miller from APHSA. Hi Donna.
Hey Rob, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Do associations have a unique set of needs when it comes to AV and production?
Our members are more government. I've also worked with medical associations as well as political consultants associations over the years. And so the needs from association to association varies. Currently, our audience really is, they're wanting engagement, they're wanting to be able to understand and have an experience. And I tell my team all the time that we are as good as the last experience that our attendees have. The last thing that they're going to remember is not if the seats were comfortable or uncomfortable, but was the content really great and something that they can take away and use immediately in their agencies. What
changes have you seen in our business, or do you feel that our business has changed significantly since 2019?
That's a good question. I think that the pandemic gave us, as meeting planners and associations, as well as corporate, but particularly in the association world, an opportunity to really pause and think about why we do what we do. Like, at what level do we produce something? Do we record, not record? Do we stream, not stream? I mean, obviously for 2.5 years, we lived on hybrid for a lot. But I think that the biggest change has been associations asking the question of why are we doing what we're doing?
So I think one of the things we saw during the pandemic was like the virtual piece, the streaming piece, like really became a focus for a lot of organizations. And now I think for many of those folks, the dust has settled. So for you and your association, or even just in our wider industry, I mean, how relevant are those tools still?
So I think they are relevant. It's an important tool to have in your toolkit, but I also think that you need to go back to the data and the why and who. An example I can use is we invested a significant amount in 2021 and 22 when we came out. We're coming out in 21, we did 2 hybrids, and in 22 we did all recordings, put it all online. And the data showed us that only one of our disciplines really came back and listened to those recordings. That's a 30% hit to our budget that most associations don't have the luxury of doing that year in and year over year. Yeah. So we've pulled back, trying to be inclusive, but at the same time recognizing that budgets are budgets, and you can only raise registration so much to cover those costs because it has to be covered somewhere.
Yeah, but I think there's still, and maybe you see this, there's still an opportunity using those tools to either reach attendees who can't travel to site, or maybe they never could, and previously they were unable to access those events. Right. And so there's still maybe a channel there where that is the best method for reaching those folks.
Sure, and it is, and we've also invested in a learning management system, and as a result of that, we're putting all of our recordings on there, so our members do have access to it. There will come a day when we're actually starting to explore this, is how we monetize some of those sessions, but we're recording in 23 all of our general sessions. We've made them available to all of our attendees and our members that are in our database. And we're just now starting to explore, like, how do we continue building that audience to get them into the LMS, not only for our education content from our conferences, but also we do webinars and other trainings that are available on the LMS. So we now have a central depository to put all this content in that members can access.
Yes.
Versus it all living on our website or in some server somewhere that only 10 of us have access to.
And you're able to get the data and the analytics and see really like where to focus the effort in that way.
Right.
Okay. This has been a great discussion, Donna, and thank you so much for sharing your expertise and knowledge with us.
It's been a pleasure. I enjoy giving back to the industry this way, and I hope that you guys can use some of this to help educate some of your clients.